Temu, quite arguably one of the most controversial topics of more recent times. People worried about them taking over, blah blah blah. Nobody wanting to order from them just because they're thinking they're taking over e-commerce over the United States. Whatever. I'm not getting any of that today, but today I would like to review a few of their products, the woodworking style of it. But they have not arrived yet. Here's your stuff. But, well, there they are. It's kind of rude the way that guy just put it there, but kind of thing. But how'd that guy get in my house? Give me 1 minute. Man, that guy can run really fast. Well, I'm back. Yeah, I changed my shirts. I'm sure you've already noticed that. I was sweating, so whatever. Yeah, give me a break. But hey, I got my Temu packages. Even though, look at this. Look at this. You can just literally reach right in there, and that's how they sent it to me. Wait, what is this? But anyways, let's jump into it. I don't know if y'all are as excited as I am, but Temu, like I said, it's got a lot of bad reps and stuff, and honestly, I'm on the fence with it myself. But I just need a couple little things around the shop, and they got some great prices, so I figure why not make a video of it. Maybe it's something y'all might need. I don't know. But let's jump into this. Let's see what this is in this first package here. I don't know what all we got here, to tell you the truth. We got a chisel, maybe. I don't know. You can just reach right in this bag and pull everything out. That's insane. That's one of my LED lights. I'll open up everything here. I'm just trying to get everything out of the bags. Yeah, alright. Let me snap right to it. Alright. There you have it. Alright, so let me move a couple things off to the side here. Alright, so the first one here we got is it's like self-centering, like countersink drill bits. You see there? Let's take them out of the package here. As you see, it's getting draw a countersink right there. So the drill bit will start right down there, and it'll come all the way down there, and it's got this little lip here that'll countersink your hole. So that way your screws and everything will sit real level. Well, honestly, overall, it kind of feels kind of cheap. I mean, you get what you pay for. Ultimately, it's got a hex screw. I'm sorry, that's an Allen wrench. It looked like a hex there. But it's a Titan, probably so you can change out the drill bit in case it gets dull or anything. I guess that feature's pretty nice, but they also kind of expect your drill bits to get dull. That's also why I went ahead and bought this pack here. Let's go ahead and tear in. I gotta be honest, I mean, the inner packaging is probably better than the outer packaging. Alright, well that is a lot of tiny drill bits that I'll probably never use. Look how little babies these are. Look at these little tiny ones. Let me hold my pinky up there for reference. They're itty bitty. Like what would I ever use those for? That's just to try to make it sound better than it actually is. But you got some little bit better ones, stuff like that. But overall, I mean, I guess it's not so bad. But anyways, like I said, we got a countersink drill bit. We'll throw it in a drill and let's drill a hole real quick and see what it looks like. All right, and I'm back. So I got the nice Hart brand drill here. I don't know if y'all love Hart or not. Great product, honestly. It's not sponsored or anything, but they're affordable, and I'm broke, so. All right, let's give this a go. And before drilling a hole directly into my workbench. All right, immediately the drill bit completely came out of the bit. So I guess let me reset that, and I guess we'll try again. All right, round two. Try to drill a fresh hole for a good reference. came out of my drill. Alright, I don't know if you can see here. It technically did work. It went a little too deep. That might have been my user error. But, I mean, honestly, the drill bit's kind of crap. But the countersink does work, technically. So, if I put maybe a better drill bit in there, maybe like a white side or something like that, possibly it might work a little bit better. But between 1 to 10, I give it probably a 4 because it completely fell apart. And there was no instructions telling me to make sure I tighten the bit. I mean, the rest of them are tight. I went through and checked them all. But just if you do order these, you know, make sure that you go through and tighten them before you use them. But anyways, moving on. All right. Before I move on, real quick, the countersink bits, they were $2.42 at the time I bought it. It does seem like with Temu, like the prices fluctuate, like literally every second. Like you could click away from the page and go back and it might be cheaper because they're trying to get you to buy it. So honestly, I would just play around with it a little bit, see if you can't get a little bit cheaper price here and there. But all right, next item. This is hinges, like little hinges. I believe these were 1.5 inch or 2 inch. Let's see if it says on the box. Of course, that's all in Chinese. I don't read Chinese. Do you guys read Chinese? If you do, just let me know what that says. I'm guessing hinges, you know, for this quick guess. All right, here it comes with a box. I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. Yeah, these are about 1.5 inch. They feel pretty cheaply made. I mean, obviously, I mean, they probably hold like, maybe like 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds max. But honestly, if you're just for like a small little project or like a smaller thing that's lightweight, they would work all right. Other than that, they're pretty cheaply made. It doesn't come with screws or anything like that. But these hinges here, I believe these were $3 for 20 of them. So honestly, I got them just in case I needed just like a small hinge for something real fast. But honestly, overall, I guess it's not too bad for, you know, it is what it is. So it comes down pretty cheap there, but I don't know what else you're going to say about a hinge, but anyways, moving on. All right, welcome back. Got the next item here. It's a draw knife. Now this was it was the most expensive item that I got from Temu. I was hesitant on buying it because here's a little bit better picture of kind of like what it's going to look like. I was hesitant on spending too much money on Temu because, like, as you can see so far, the quality's, I'm sure with some things it's probably a little bit better than others, but the prices are probably not really that much better than like Amazon or, you know, Whiteside or wherever you would get it. You know, typically like a better quality one slightly. But honestly, I don't know. We'll find out here. Let's go ahead and dig into it. This one here was $23. Now, I've been needing a draw knife whenever I like make my wooden katanas and stuff like that, because I've been using my sander and it is slow. So let me tell you, I've been looking for anything else better. So I'm hoping this will possibly be a little bit better. As you see here, it comes with a nice little leather case. It's, you know, pretty cheap leather, but it's something, right? It protects the blade there. Gonna pull it out of there. It's by Rui Tool. I'm sure in the comments, everybody knows that brand, obviously. But honestly, it doesn't look the worst. It could be better. I mean, it's pretty sharp coming from factory. I mean, overall, like, it's got nice wooden handles. I'm sure that's, I don't even know what kind of wood. I'm sure it's just painted pine probably. But it's got some like colored brass fittings there that's loose. I don't know if you can tell that. But let's see what's in this box here. Honestly, I was hesitant about getting this, like I said, but I'm looking for anything to speed up the process of making my katanas, because they seem to be pretty popular here recently. Alright, so this is my sharpening stone that comes with it. It's a whetstone. You know, you put a little bit of water on that, if however many people use these or not. I've honestly used them only a couple times in my life, so if y'all know a little bit better tips or tricks that could help somebody, you know, feel free to comment down below. My experience is I just put a little bit of water on it, or a little bit of sharpening oil or anything, whatever you got, and then you just rub the blade, you know, in the same direction, reel it down smooth. You know, it'll sharpen up, give you a fine bit there. It definitely looks like it's two different grits. I don't know if you can tell there. And, you know, anybody that you know, owns a lighting company and would like to sponsor me, that would be terrific, because I only got really good light on one side of the garage. I'm trying my best, but we're gonna work with what we got, right? I mean, you can't really start out and have the best of the best right off the start. So I'm having fun. So honestly, you know, I'm trying to help out people where I can, and you know, I do apologize for the lighting not being the best, but I'm trying my best. So if you own a lighting company and want to sponsor me, you know, hook me up. Anyways, this looks like, going back into here, I'm going to stop rambling now. Anyways, it looks like two different grits here. In the description, I look back in the post where I bought it on the page. It doesn't explain what types of grit these are. I wouldn't even be able to begin to guess. I know nothing about sharpening stones, so if you all in the comments know anything about it, you know, feel free to comment down below and help us out. But otherwise, let's test this bad boy out and see how she responds. All right, move to the next item. This is the chisel that I bought. I actually own quite a decent amount of hand tools. I know that was super safe what I just did with the X-Acto knife there, razor blade, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty good bubble wrap. All right, got a wooden handle here. It almost looks like a kind of like a beech wood or something. It's got a flattened point here for grip. This is the 6mm chisel, and it already looks like it has, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's see if I can't zoom in there. If y'all can see that, it's already got a chip missing at the tip. Like, why would you even have a protector if it's going to chip right away? To be fair, I think I spent about $2 on $2, maybe 50 cents. But yeah, that's kind of demoralizing that it already has a chip on it. Yeah, you can already see where it broke away too. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna test it out anyways and see if we could do anything with it. Otherwise, I'll just take it apart and probably use the handle. The handle's actually pretty nice, to be honest. It feels like almost like a beech wood. It's real light. But I don't know. All right, let's jump into it, and I'll show you how this one reacts. But overall, I just realized I forgot to do the ratings on the other ones. As far as the draw knife goes, I would probably give that probably like a 7 out of 10 maybe. Just because, I mean, to be fair, it's a cheap $23. It's pretty cheap for a draw knife. Draw knives can go, you know, pretty expensive if you get some nicer ones. And it comes with a sharpening stone, so that's pretty nice. This here, I give it a 1. Maybe I'll give it a 2 just because I like the handle. But, I mean, it's pretty much useless. I mean, you can't really use anything that has a... I mean, you be chiseling away anything, you're going to mess up most of it. And you're going to have to, like, go back over it with something else anyways because you're going to miss that line right there. But we'll still give it a go. And let's see, what else did we do? On the hinges, I give that probably... Honestly, I'll give it a 4 just because I kind of expected it. I mean, $3 for 20 hinges. I mean, hinges are... I pay about between $1 and $2 for my hinges, so I guess you get what you pay for again. So, but let's jump into it. I'm gonna show you how this responds. I don't have much hopes, or very high hopes. So, stick around, and if you want to see that, it's gonna be real quick because I'm not spending that much time on this. Let's move on to the next item. All right. Moving into one of our last items. I got a couple more over here, but this is it says handsaw. Maybe you can see it right there. It says for fruit tree pruning, 3 cutting edges, and woodworking upholstery. And I don't know why, I don't know how it even gets away with saying that, because when I purchased it, it specifically said Japanese handsaw. Whatever. I guess it's just a handsaw now. It's already got demoted, I guess. But, alright, well, either way, I needed a double-sided saw for, like, you know, doing my mortise and tenons and stuff like that, like smaller projects, so. We'll see what we got here. Man, so it seems like a lot of interior packaging, but the exterior packaging was like, it's like the cheapest stuff made, but the interior packaging was nice, but it's like, if people can break into the package, then what's the purpose? Just like the package I showed you had a hole in the beginning. It almost looked like it was a mouse that was eating it. I guess it's, you know, they have a lot of, during the shipping and cargo process, probably a lot of mice. But what's in that package that they would want? I don't know. It's just a bunch of, you know, woodworking tools, so. No, it's kind of weird. Anyways, moving on. Got our double-sided saw here. It's definitely pretty cheaply made. Not gonna lie. This one here, I believe, was $8. So, I mean, again, it's not that expensive, but you can go to Lowe's and get a nicer Japanese saw for, I think, about 20 bucks, maybe 30. But it does feel like it's got a pretty good bite to it, but it's double toothed. So I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got 2 different lines of teeth going down through it. Which, to tell you the truth, I've never seen before. I don't know why you would want that, but I guess I'm going to find out. Maybe it's so cheaply made they needed a double side just to. But yeah, it looks like they put, almost like they put 2 saw blades together. Like, that's so weird. Once again, you got a wooden handle. This I don't know. It might be like the same beechwood type feel. It feels lighter and like more dense than pine, but honestly, it could be just like a common pine, something like that. But here, it's already. It looks like where they were melting it together. It's got a lot of glue residue. I don't know if you can see it right along the edge there. You see it right there in the glimmer of the light. So it's definitely it's 2 pieces of melded together. I wonder if that was on purpose, because like I said, I've never seen 2 blades like that together like that. That's so weird. But I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's see how she works. I don't have any mortise and tenons that I'm doing right this second, but we'll just cut a piece of wood and I'll show you how it works. But moving on to the next item. Again, this was about $8. As far as my rating goes for this, real quick. I don't know how it responds yet, but without using it, I'm gonna give it probably a 7. Honestly, I mean, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe there's a reason they did that, but my rating for that possibly could very well change after I use it. Just like the countersink bit, that's kind of sad, but it really needs some better drill bits there. And the ones I bought, I don't have high hopes for if that's the way that one is. So, all right, enough rambling. Moving on to the next one. So here we go. Next item. These are tongue and groove router bits. Honestly, I personally don't own a table saw right now. I'm hoping that after this season of planer pots building that might be I can afford one. But for now, just like whenever I do a tongue and groove build, I was hoping maybe these would work. I don't know. So far, they don't give me high hopes when it comes with washers, I'm guessing. I've never used a router bit that needs washers or spacers. As you can see there, that's for the female side, and it looks like the washers go in between, the space it between the bearing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you all have used these before. Maybe there's a reason you have the washers, the spacer there. I've never actually personally used these yet before, so I'm curious to see what it does. So here, I'm going to open up the other one just to kind of like, I'm sure it looks just like that one except the male side of it. Man, there's a lot of bubble wrap in there. Ah! You can do it! Come out! Come out now! Alright, there you go. That's, honestly, it's literally the same bit. It's just one of them instead of two. So I guess that makes sense. The bearings on them seem real cheaply made. This here for the set of two, for the pair, it was $13 for both of them. So I guess again you get what you pay for. I'm hoping I can at least use it for, you know, maybe at least 2 or 3 projects at least. Honestly, I doubt I'll even get that much, especially if I use any hardwood or anything like that. So, but honestly, the bearings are very, very cheap. And the more I play around with it, it don't feel like it's even packed with grease. But I guess time will tell. I'll jump into a clip and I'll show you how them and works. If anything, the cases are pretty cool. I mean, I could use these for something, you know. If I can put the correct lid. I still can't put. Ah! Anyways, moving on to that clip. All right, moving to the next one. So this is just like a little battery-powered LED strip. So every now and then when I'm in a project for like displays or signs or like I make over in a CNC, I want just like a little ambiance, a little lighting in back of it. And the ones that I've found, they haven't been very good anyways, and they were super expensive. So I actually bought 3 of these, but I'm only going to show you one because, well, it's redundant. But it takes 3 AA's there, and it comes with this cute, adorable little spool that is as thin as paper. But here, I'm going to go ahead and throw some batteries in it, and we'll see how bright this little strip is. It feels like what you pay for. This is $1.42 each. Well, I'm sorry, for this size here, this is like the smaller size. It's the 4 foot. And you get a 6 and an 8. But this one here, the thing was $1.42. So let me throw some batteries in here. So, all right. All right, there you go. It's turning on and get out of here. Wood does. All right, there you go. It's possibly the dimmest light I've ever seen. I guess you get what you forget. I think the batteries cost more than the light, and I guess it makes pretty much sense. Let me go ahead and take it out of the wrap. Maybe it gets brighter. Maybe it's magical. I don't know. They have security tape on it. What? Who's stealing something that's $1.42? All right, all right. You know what? I'll take back what I said. I don't want that. It's actually pretty bright. It's not too bad. It's very paper thin, actually. And honestly, I've noticed that's what I would want. I would prefer. I know it's cheaper made, but a lot of these, let me turn this off real quick. As you can see, it's pretty bright. With these here, like with my projects that I do and stuff, like if they're too thick, especially if you're like trying to put them in like in between like a plexiglass or something like that, like if you're making like a mock LED sign or anything, like this, sometimes they're like way too thick. But this is actually like paper thin. I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't know if I can get a good angle on that or not. But it's actually it's pretty nice for that purpose and stuff. So now how far they hold up, time will tell. I don't know, but I mean overall, I think so far, apart from this and maybe the draw knife and possibly the Japanese knife, it's probably one of the better products so far. I'll give this honestly, probably give it 8, maybe 8.5. Not for quality, but just for usefulness. And I mean, it does take 3 AA's instead of like most of them take 2, which is probably why it's so bright for being basically paper. It's so thin. But honestly, for like all the projects that I use it for, like it's pretty nice, especially for if a customer, they want to do more budget friendly instead of something more quality. Then there you go. You have to keep that cost down. All right, move on to the last item, and then I will leave you alone and just get out of your hair. Hey man, Would you hurry up and get on to the last item? These people got stuff to do. They don't want to sit around and hear you mumble and stumble all over your words and everything. Yeah, I just lost my breath. I was hurrying on over here and trying to get down the road, trying to hurry you up. Come on now, get with it. Hey, seriously though, nice video. Keep up good work. All right, I'll hurry up. All right, last item. This here is an edge banding cutting tool. They call edge banding so many different things, but it's just like a lot of times you use plywood and stuff. It's like a thin strip that you can adhere with, like you heat it up, and then basically it'll adhere to the edges of the wood, and that way you can't see like the layers or anything like that. It makes it a whole lot more pretty, honestly. And you can get it in like oak, maple, you know, honestly any hardwood really. I don't think they actually sell it in pine. I've never seen it in pine myself. Honestly, it would probably be junk anyways, even if it is, because I don't know how you would roll up pine. It's not very strong, but here you go. It's pretty basic. It's just like a black piece of plastic with a metal cutter. So basically it'll run alongside the edge banding. So I don't know, in case you have never used edge banding, let me explain that real quick. So, well, more than I already have, you know, rambling on, and, you know, sorry. Okay, if y'all stuck around this long in the video, then I ramble something. I'm sorry. Okay, you know, it's in case you have never used edge banding. A lot of times, well, not a lot, every single time you use edge banding, sometimes it's too. I just said sometimes again. I was correcting myself. Anyways, edge banding is too wide for, usually if you're using like 3/4, it's just like a couple millimeters out, or not, about 1 millimeter out. So even if it's just a touch, this here you can run alongside the edge. And they sell different ones. This one here, it's just the straight up, the 90-degree one. So basically you can ride it alongside there and it'll cut it perfectly. So a lot of times I'll use the X-Acto knife for this. And let me tell you, I'm not very good with it. So it looks about as good as that. So far I've done one piece with edge banding. I don't actually use it that often, but I did that one piece, and I decided, I mean, for this, I think this one was a little bit pricier for what this is. I think it was like $4 or $3.82, something like that. But I mean, it's literally like just a cheap razor blade that has like, it's like safe. So, you know, it's only sharp on the corners there. So yeah, this, like I said, just runs right alongside the corner there. Nothing fancy. I actually don't have any more edge banding right now to even test it. So I guess I'm a terrible tool reviewer. I don't know. I don't care. I like doing it, so stick around, you know. Hey. But anyways, if y'all stuck around this long in the video, I really do appreciate y'all, you know, watching my videos and possibly subscribe. Y'all, you know, y'all are really what keep me through this, and y'all help me out a lot. So, and hopefully this YouTube stuff takes me really far, and hopefully I can maybe get somewhere, maybe even get monetized one day. But if anything, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Comment anything you below, questions, you know, make fun of me, whatever. I don't care. I can take it. I'm a man. Don't hurt my feelings. It's okay. Anyways, let's try to build everybody up, and let's keep the comments happy and inspiring. So I'll catch you all on the next one. I'll stop taking too much of your time, and thanks again for watching. Catch you all in the next one.